Okay, imagine for a second having the sheer power and the super sleek interface of big tech's most advanced AI platforms, but running completely privately on your very own hardware. I'm talking no cloud servers storing your data, no multi-billion-dollar corporations analyzing your prompts. Just you, your machine, and a cutting-edge artificial intelligence workspace. It honestly sounds like a dream for privacy advocates and power users alike, right? Well, that reality might actually be a lot closer than you think.
Welcome to today's explainer on Adysius. This is a brand new, highly anticipated, and, get this, completely free AI project released by the massive YouTuber PewDiePie. If you've been following his journey at all, you know he spent the last year just deeply immersed in building large language models and custom AI tools. Well, Adysius is the culmination of all that work. It's designed to bring a beautiful, self-hosted user interface directly to your computer. Today, we're going to break down exactly how it works, how you can build custom AI personas, and the very real hardware demands it takes to actually run the thing smoothly.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for the explainer. We'll start with the local AI workspace, then look at crafting custom AI personas, followed by group chats and model comparisons. After that, we'll cover building your AI brain, and finally, we'll wrap up with a vital hardware reality check.
Section 1. The local AI workspace. Total privacy, sleek interface. You know, for the longest time, the real barrier to running local AI wasn't just the models themselves. It was the interface. Command lines and clunky terminal windows aren't exactly inviting for everyday work. But Odysius acts as a self-hosted AI interface that completely solves this. And what makes it so incredibly versatile is its dual capability. So you can download an open source model like Llama to run entirely on your local hardware, or you can seamlessly connect via APIs to cloud powerhouses like Claude, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, or Grok. Basically, you get this really polished layout, but you control the back-end routing.
This setup right here really illustrates the level of control you get right out of the gate. You have these advanced chat capabilities just baked right into the interface. You can inject prompt prefixes and suffixes to standardize your workflows, utilize direct temperature control, which is great for deciding if you want precise coding or wild creative brainstorming, and you can even set custom token limits to ensure you aren't accidentally burning through expensive API credits.
Section 2. Crafting custom AI personas, your custom thinkers. So Odysius doesn't just give you a blank chat box. It actually gives you distinct voices. It comes with these really cool default personas built in, thinkers like Socrates or Nietzsche, but the real magic happens when you build your own custom thinkers. It's just a simple three-step process. First, you name the persona, let's say Elliot. Second, you write the system prompt. And third, and this is absolutely crucial, you define the exact rules and thinking style. You are literally dictating how this specific persona should process information, the exact tone it should use, and how it should format its answers.
Now, if that sounds a bit too technical, this comparison should really clear things up. On the left, we have the Adysius custom persona setup, and on the right, the main instructions panel from Claude. It's essentially the exact same concept. You are basically setting up the overarching field, the vibe, and the strict rules you want your AI to follow across all interactions. By defining these specific instructions and parameters up front, you ensure the output perfectly matches the specific job you need done, and you don't have to keep reprompting the AI every single time.
Section 3. Group chats model comparisons. Pitting AI against AI.
Okay, this is where Adysius genuinely flexes its muscles. Instead of just talking to one persona, you can pull them all into a group chat, running multiple models or personas at exactly the same time to compare their logic side by side. In one test run, using a massive ideal customer profile deep research prompt, two completely different personas were loaded up, Socrates and Nature. And instead of spitting out a generic, boring business response, they delivered incredibly unique, philosophical, and contrasting outputs right next to each other. It's just an amazing way to brainstorm and tackle a problem from completely different angles simultaneously.
And when these group chats trigger the deep research mode, the platform basically goes into overdrive. It doesn't just guess, it performs heavy multi-step web research. In testing, it rapidly read through 56 different web sources. But it doesn't just dump a giant wall of text into your chat window. It automatically builds these highly polished, beautifully formatted visual reports, complete with citations at the bottom, which you can then immediately save and export as a PDF or HTML file.
Section 4. Building your AI brain, the ultimate workspace.
Taking a deeper look reveals that Adysius is clearly aiming to be your ultimate all-in-one business workspace. It features a sidebar entirely dedicated to organizational tools to keep you locked inside the app. The built-in integrations are honestly massive. You can pull up a floating window for color-coded notes right alongside your active chat, import an ICS file to sync up your calendar, and even connect your email directly using standard IMAP, SMTP, or MCP servers. The goal here is simple. Stop jumping between 20 different browser tabs and let your local AI touch every single part of your workflow.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the automated email workflow. Because Adysius actually connects to your inbox, you don't need some complex prompt engineering degree to teach it your voice. The AI simply extracts your personal writing style by analyzing your last 15 sent emails, and then it uses that exact style when drafting your replies. You just tweak the drafts in a side-by-side editor, make sure it sounds like you, and hit send. It's pretty wild.
Plus, Adysius acts as an active administrator for your workspace through automated background tasks. Every time you add 5 new memories, it quietly runs a tidy-up protocol. It neatly organizes your research automatically behind the scenes. You can even create specific skills, like a process interviewer, and the system will run scheduled local skill audits. During testing, the local LLM audited its own process interviewer skill top to bottom and awarded it a 95% confidence pass. Think about that. It literally tests its own capabilities to ensure peak performance.
Section 5. The Hardware Reality Check. Pumping the brakes.
All right, so everything we just talked about, deep research, multiple personas, background audits, sounds absolutely incredible. But we need a reality check. Because moving these processes from massive cloud server farms directly onto your desk comes with a heavy physical toll. There is an immediate, undeniable friction to local AI operation. When you're running a single text chat, the system requirements are totally manageable, and operation is smooth on a standard machine. But the moment the tester initiated deep research alongside a skill audit, the physical hardware strain became obvious. The laptop's fans fired up, it overheated, and the processing demands were so high that the main chat window literally stalled out. The AI was so bogged down it couldn't even access a simple local note. The source material testing this software makes it explicitly clear, stating, quote, "You might find that unless you have some serious extra power, you can't run as many tasks simultaneously," end quote. Look, when you are using cloud platforms like Claude or ChatGPT, you are leveraging actual supercomputers. When you try to replicate that multitasking workflow on standard laptop hardware using local models, you hit a brutal processing bottleneck very, very quickly.
When breaking down the power allocation, the bottleneck becomes totally obvious. Triggering an intensive task like deep research completely hogs your machine's processing capabilities, taking up roughly 80% of the available power. Throw in a background skill audit at 15%, and there is virtually nothing left over. The main chat processing gets squeezed down to a tiny 5% fraction, which is exactly why the UI stutters and stalls.
So what's the takeaway here regarding system requirements? Basically, if you want to use Adysius for serious, simultaneous local AI multitasking without relying on those external APIs, a standard laptop simply won't cut it. Upgrading to high-end, powerful hardware, like a Mac Studio or a heavily customized PC rig, is highly, highly recommended. You absolutely must have the computing horsepower if you want the seamless, hyper-fast experience that big tech normally provides.
Which brings us to the ultimate trade-off. Adysius is a beautifully designed, incredibly capable workspace that empowers you to take complete control of your AI experience. It lets you craft intricate custom personas, build out deep research pipelines, and centralize your entire suite of business tools. But that total privacy and local control comes with a steep hardware prerequisite. So I'll leave you with this to consider. Is true AI privacy and keeping your data totally out of big tech's hands really worth the significant cost of the powerful hardware required to run it?